Hey everybody, it's Caitlin. It has been a few weeks since I have done a blog. Christmas came and went, and then January, it's almost the end of January now, and I was just like, oh, I haven't done a blog. Part of the reason is that I let my thoughts get the best of me. If I can't make it to do it on a self-care Sunday, then I think, what's the point? Or if I'm just too tired, or if I don't feel like I have anything to say, then it's like, oh well, people won't like to watch me like that. Something that I'm trying to get over with. My therapist and I have discussed that I am a little hard on myself, and that part of this process of doing this blog is to share my experiences. So if I'm not feeling perfect and I'm feeling kind of a little down, that's okay to do a blog then, because might help other people in turn. So just a little, I'm going to keep this one a little shorter and do one, hopefully later on in the week, a little bit longer and a bit more focused on strategies. My month has been an interesting one. Christmas was very good for me this year. Christmas is usually a trigger for me. There's some stuff that happens in my family and it makes it super stressful. But this year I kind of stood my ground a bit, and it made for one of the better Christmases I've had in a few years. Even though it was a little different, but that's okay. Different is good. I can adapt. I also want to take a little bit of time to say I really appreciate the people that have come up to me on the street, or if they've seen me in the store, and say, how you doing, Caitlin? Like, I haven't seen a blog in a while, just want to check in on you, and that we're thinking about you, and that really means a lot to me. This coming month is going to be harder for me, especially after Christmas, when you have like 7 total days of eating straight. I was able to get back into the gym, but the next month I have a few procedures going on. I had to take care of my other toenail done like I did a couple months ago, and then I have another procedure coming up where I won't really be able to exercise too much in the next month, but that's okay because I can work on my mental health instead of my physical health, and try not to let my thoughts get the better of me. What I have been working on with my therapist is trying to change my core beliefs. A lot of my core beliefs are like, I'm not good enough, I need to be perfect all the time, I'm not lovable, just little things like that. Not little, they're huge, but things like that can get stuck in constant repeat on my head. So what we've been doing is writing out the situation that happens when these thoughts come, and if they're fact or overgeneralized, or there's other different terms that I can't think of right now for what they are, and then what I can do to replace the thoughts instead. Actually, that is what I'll do my next blog on, is core beliefs and how to change your automatic thoughts. Or it's a long process, and the one thing, because I am so tough on myself, I want it to be done right away, even though I know, I'm coming on 11 months right now in my recovery. It does take a long time. I am a totally different person than I was 11 months ago today than I was 11 months ago. So right then is a huge success for me. So now I'm 34. I just turned 34 yesterday, and when I'm thinking back to last year's birthday, today I would have been super hungover and getting high on the couch and just watching television and eating junk food to recoup from even though it was super fun, but I was ridiculously drunk, and I don't even remember a lot of what happened on my birthday, but I was really starting to get into my super dark days at that point. But I feel 34 is going to be a super epic year for me. I'm getting things taken care of that have really debilitated myself physically, and so that way I can focus on just continuing on being the healthiest, happiest version of me. One thing that I did get was I don't know if you guys can see, but I got a tattoo and it says warrior, and the I is a semicolon for, which is for mental health, because that means I continued to live instead of ending my life. So when I'm having a bad day, it's a nice thing to look at and just remind me that, heck yeah, I am a warrior. Days are going to be crap, but I can battle through, and it's going to be all right. So I'm gonna leave you with a little bit of a thing that's kind of personal to me that I don't really get into too much with some people. But one thing I am gonna focus on for this year of being 34 is strengthening relationships and getting over my fear of being in a relationship. I was told as a child and teenager that if I never lost weight, I would never have a boyfriend. And even though that is not true, it's something that stuck in my head for a very long time. And so when I would get into a situation where it could lead into something a bit more romantically, I would usually tend to put the brakes on it and put them in a friend zone right away, because I feel with my physical appearance and also with my hair pulling, like who would want to be with somebody like that? So that's something I really need to start getting over with. And I have been talking to my therapist about that, and she's like, you don't even have to think about getting into a relationship, just start getting out there, meeting new people, which I have been doing the last few weeks. I've really expanding my social circle, and rather than saying, yeah, let's hang out, I'm just gonna, I've been starting to make a plan, and when I stick to it, when I get a plan done, I stick to it, and it's been very beneficial. I'm meeting new people and getting out there. Even if it doesn't end up in something, who cares? The more people you meet, the better it is, because if I keep sticking to the same routine that I do, it's hard to meet new people that way. So hopefully between that and changing my automatic thoughts on my core beliefs, I will get over that fear, which is something that I would like to do. I mean, I love my cat Marty. He's right there cleaning himself yet again on my blog, but it would be nice to come home to somebody and just, spend my life sharing and caring and loving and all that sort of fun stuff. Yeah, so I need to kind of rest my toe a little bit. I need to soak it and unwrap the bandage. So I'm going to leave you guys here. I just want to let everybody know that I am doing okay. Sometimes it is a bit of a struggle, but please feel free, if you see me on the street, just ask me how I'm doing, and that kind of helps me just to, bring myself back into reality, because sometimes if I am walking down the street, you don't know where my mind is, and it just might help me bring back into reality, so you don't even know what's going on. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys are having a wonderful January and a great start to your 2017, and I will get a blog going on core beliefs and how to change your automatic thoughts for the next time. Anyway, I'll talk to you later, guys. Thanks.